County Chamber of Commerce, Matt Prysiazny. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
New neighbor. He's
New neighbor.
fairly new at the chamber.
Yeah, 3 months yesterday.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So tell us what led you to your current role at the chamber, Matt.
So I like to tell people this is a full circle job for me. I was born and raised in Jackson. I'm 30 years old, and I tell everybody, I know I don't look like it, but I'm 30 years old. Born and raised in Jackson. I went to Queen of the Miraculous Medal, JCMS Lumen Christi. Went off to JC for a couple years. Then went to Central Michigan University, where I majored in marketing and minored in advertising. Ended up coming back to Jackson, like most people do after college, come back to their hometown. And I worked at Eaton Aerospace for a few years. And then I moved on to Vista Grand Villa in marketing. And then last August I left there and moved on to work for Kathy Schmaltz, Rep. Kathy Schmaltz up in Lansing for a few months. And she's actually the one of the very big influences that said, you need to apply for this job. You would be very good for this job. And here I am today.
Yeah, and I've actually seen you visiting with Kathy Schmaltz at a handful of ribbon cuttings over the last couple of months.
Yes. She's a great lady that I have known personally for years. I was very good friends with her son growing up. So she was kind of like a second mom to me. Mm-hmm. And who knew when I was hanging out with them all those years ago that she would be such a big influence in my career. So I'm very grateful and privileged to know her.
Matt, tell us a little bit about your current role and what members, when members of the chamber can see you, how you interact with them.
Yeah, so my current role is membership manager. So it's the name of the game is to gain and retain, right? Mm-hmm. So I need to get to know the members, the ones we currently have. The great Amanda Loveland made a list of people that I need to know, you guys included, that I need to know, members that are just great members and everything, and kind of go from there. And I've been doing that, and she was right. It was the perfect way to get to know the job the best, is really who our members are, what their needs are, and how I can obtain new ones based on that. Mm-hmm.
So you're looking for new members. When someone calls and they're interested in learning more about, you're the guy they talk to.
Right. So yes, I'm your guy. So I'm your connection. And it's funny. I got a call yesterday from Clinton YMCA, and I'm like, Clinton County, okay. And it turns out it was Mississippi. They were calling for Jackson, Mississippi Chamber. So it's like you might get one of those once in a while, but I'll get calls and they want to know more about membership with the chamber, and so I have a chat with them, kind of find out what their business is about, kind of find out what their goals are and how the chamber can help them, and I go from there, and then we find a good fit. We
get those calls too. You should say, even though you're in Jackson, Mississippi, you can still join the Jackson, Michigan Chamber.
Right. Yeah. I said, if you're ever looking to expand out this way,
What's the next chamber event that we have to look forward to?
So it's a summertime's a kind of a weird time of year, right? People are getting out of school, they're going on vacation, but we are looking to do an off the clock in July.
Nice.
I don't have a lot of details yet. We're working on that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have not been to an off the clock yet, but I know what they're all about, and I'm very excited about that. And also June 28th, we have a Live at the Lab, sponsored by AARP over at Lean Rocket Lab. Nice. So that's always a great casual free networking opportunity.
Yeah, and if somebody's interested in joining the chamber, coming to one of the events, that's a good first step.
Yes, especially when the chamber staff is there and they're able to connect with us.
Yeah, and if you're opening a new business or expanding into Jackson, you offer a pretty cool ribbon cutting program.
Yes, being a new member with the chamber is just a cool experience altogether, because that first year you get some discounts for being a new member, some advertising opportunities. You get ribbon cuttings. If it's a brand new business, we'll cut a ribbon for you and make sure people are there to see it and kind of have a little celebration. We'll also do a personal bell ringing right in our lobby, where that will go on social media to let people know that you're out there and you're ready to serve.
Growing up here, probably, when you were younger, you didn't pay much attention to the business community. What have you learned now, being right in the middle of our business community?
So growing up, honestly, I'm going to be honest, the only reason I would come downtown is to go to Michigan Theater and, maybe volunteer with Kathy Schmaltz or something like that. Didn't come downtown a lot, didn't really pay attention to the business community, but when I came back from college, I really realized how far Jackson has come, especially business-wide. So being with the chamber, I'm able to see how far it really has come, and I'm really optimistic. Seeing the people in their roles in Jackson County it makes me very optimistic for the future.
And I think we're seeing more and more people that do go off to college and they want to come back to Jackson as their first choice, not last resort.
Right. And that's something that the chamber works on. We work on education, public safety, making Jackson a good place to raise a family, making it a top-notch place that people would want to come back to and stay. And that's what I did. I didn't know I would stay here, but look at me now. And so it really is worth coming back to Jackson.
Great. Nice to have you here. Thanks for coming down.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Matt.
Did you drive?
The commute, it was a little rough, coming in, but 30 seconds, not too bad.
Our down the street neighbor from the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce, Membership Manager Matt Prysiazny. More of the morning show after this.